Team Wall versus Southern Kings now. This will decide this 16U bracket championship. Access denied on the inside as that one's blocked away. There by Team Wall. Specifically, number 20, Rob Wright, got the block there, but Southern Kings able to strike first. Early 2-0 advantage. They get it inside to Wright. Wright had that one poked away. Three-pointer. That one off the mark there for Team Wall. That's number 2. Got to get that young fella's name, number 2 for Team Wall. No number 2 here on the roster provided. So a 2-2 ball game. Power dribble inside. That one won't stay down. There for Jarius Burnett. So a technical foul has been called. I'm not sure exactly, wasn't given an explanation, but I wanted to make sure we got number 2's name for Team Wall. That is Sean Sims. So with both teams shooting a technical, I haven't really been given any sort of rationale. The only thing I can think of is that maybe each team had a player that wasn't listed there in the game book. It's the only thing I can think of as to why both teams would be shooting the free throws. Didn't see anything else that would constitute a double technical or warrant one, so that's the only thing I can think of. That's my educated guess. Either way, we'll keep it moving as we have resumed play. So Southern Kings currently trailing by 2. Team Wall with the advantage. Here's Jarius Burnett. Burnett taking it right at Rob Wright. Rob Wright not having it. Gets it to Sims. Sims over to Chase Forte, who gets hit for the travel. Chase Forte, a player to keep an eye on here in this one on both teams. Pass to Burnett. Burnett back out top. 3 from the corner. Count it. Number 24, Zy Wright. Wright played well in the Southern Kings broadcast we had on SUV TV yesterday. So you know he's going to bring it here in the Icebreaker Invitational Championship. As I mentioned during yesterday's broadcast, he's a member of that state championship Aquinas Fighting Irish team that won the Private A classification there in Georgia. Burnett, fall away, jumper along the baseline. I see you, Jarius. Burnett out of Warren County High School makes it 7-4 now. Southern Kings with the 7-4 advantage. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them, but first, a look at some of the plays being made there by the Southern Kings. You see Burnett. Hand in face, nice little fall away there along the baseline.
Check this out. Did you know that you can have all kinds of delicious food from your favorite local restaurants delivered right to your door? I know, I just blew your mind. All you have to do is go to choices2you.com. Choose from a list of great local restaurants, pick what you want right from their menu, and Choices to You will deliver it to your home or office. It's that easy. Get real restaurant food from the places you love delivered right to your door. Choices2you.com. Eat out without going out.
Back out of the timeout is a 3-point lead for the Southern Kings. That one's knocked away by Rob Wright. Team wall coming the other way. Here's Jaden Seymour. Seymour can't get that to go. Stripped away there from Luke Remeyu, but Remeyu is going to head to the line. Seymour back rims it. But Remeyu there at the line. He keeps his helmet and lunch pail there on the glass. Not as tall and with as much wingspan as Jaden Seymour, but they both have their own statures and way of rebounding. As one of the referees is providing his rationale as to why Remeyu is at the line shooting versus it being a foul on the floor. Southern Kings ball. Right to Burnett. Burnett faces up again. This jumper off the mark. Remeyu, the pass ahead to Forte. Forte out to Sims. Sims gets the step and lays it in. Sean Sims makes it 8-7 now. Team Wall is taking a narrow 1-point advantage. Active hands in the passing lanes. It was Sims that got a hand on it. Forte, the seeing guy, bounce pass ahead. Access denied on the inside, though, as number 23, Jonathan Taylor, was able to get a hand on it. Burnett gathers, can't get that shot to go, but it's tipped right to Zy Wright. His shot won't go. Burnett, third time's a charm. Jarius Burnett makes it 9-8. 1-point lead goes back in favor of Southern Kings. So they call a moving screen on Remeyu. Didn't seem like he did much to warrant that one, but moving screen is the call. We'll move the other way. Zy Wright with it. Now we'll have a three-point attempt, a three-point take, and a three-point make. That's Robert Johnson out of Hepzibah. Team Wall working it inside. Now back out to Sims. They want to go back in. Remeyu weaving through white jerseys, leaves that one just short. Zy Wright. Pass ahead to Taylor. Taylor challenged by Sims, but is still able to lay it up and in. Lead sits at 6 now for Southern Kings. Sims catches the defense sleeping, as Jaden Seymour was able to cut back door, was all by his lonesome. And the assist there from Sims, 4-point game. That floater way off the mark. Remeyu saves it. Right to Makai Towns. Seymour gets it to Forte. Forte driving baseline pass, broken up intended for Remayu, but Taylor is there in time to knock it out of play. Sims, call for the traveling violation. So Sims hit for the travel, thought he made a strong move to step through, only took 2. But call for the travel nonetheless. We're under the 10-minute mark here in the first half. Wide open 3 there off the screen. No good. Towns and Griffin fight for it, and they're going to get Towns for a push off there on the rebound attempt. So Forte will bring it across. Forte hits Griffin. Forte calls for one more. They get it to him, but a little late. That one scoots out of bounds. Still a 4-point game in favor of the Southern Kings. Inside, Towns trying to go to work. Has that one knocked away, arm straight up there from Rob White. Finishing on the other end is Forte. And my apologies on that last play. I called Markel Ware. Referred to him as Makai Towns. My apologies. He's being guarded by Makai Towns. Markel Ware, number 49 for Southern Kings. A 3 from the corner, as I didn't know Makai Towns' range stretched out that far. He knocks it down from the corner, makes it 15-14. Now here's Markel Ware. Jump shot just off the mark there by Chris Williams. Wright comes up with the steal, 15-14. 1-point lead for Team Wall. Boy, that screen certainly opened doors. Christian Chambers couldn't get the layup to go. See if Team Wall can take advantage. Short jumper off the mark. Markel Ware with the rebound. Spinning out of trouble is Jonathan Taylor. Taylor, and one. Jonathan Taylor out of Laney puts the Southern Kings up and has a chance to add to the advantage. A nice job of spinning himself out of trouble and being able to finish there through the contact from Griffin. Chase Forte answers back with an and one of his own. Forte plays with a swagger about himself. He's a hard-nosed player. Really plays as if to say, at any time I can turn it up. Chose not to turn it up on the defensive end, as that's just a way too easy layup drill for Christian Chambers. Josh Reed, the triple. Chambers has the bigger defender on him. Nails the top of the key three. put Southern Kings back up by 1. Subbing back in for Southern Kings, number 47, Jarius Burnett. Team Wall to throw it in. Sean Sims with it. Sims got it to Reed. Reed just knocked down a three-pointer. This time it was good defense, better offense. He was able to hit him with a spin move and then elevate for the 2. Reed chases down the long rebound. Gets it to Rob Wright. Wright pass ahead to Jaden Seymour. Seymour. Southern Kings get called for a foul. They don't agree. Wanted the jump ball instead. But the foul will go against Jonathan Taylor. It's all about angles. From the angle that the official had, it might have looked like it indeed was a reach in, but from the other angle, you can see that looked like all ball. And here you're gonna see Josh Reed sets that spin move up nicely, and then the defender does a pretty good job of recovering. But by that time, Josh Reed able to use that height advantage there in that particular matchup to elevate and knock down that jumper. Nice work there by Reed. Two-point game. Stepping through but having it blocked. Josh Reed coming over the top with the denial. Number 9, Dykes King of Laney having his shot blocked. Nice job there by Chambers, finding a way to kick that out to the corner and doing it from there, young Zy Wright. Wright with an impressive finish, but look at Chambers, kind of loses it, has to not only go and secure the possession, but make a pinpoint pass. Wright not settling for that jumper, goes, absorbs the contact, and one. Aquinas stand up. Zy Wright makes it a 24-23 ball game. Chambers all over that pass. As good as Aquinas' on-court performance was to finish state champions, I'd say one of the biggest things that have stand out to me about their season is having Coach Darren Douglas call in to the SUV TV bracket breakdown show with the Georgia Hoop Circle. We previewed the entire tournament and then also the championship games. And we had all championship coaches call in, kind of get a feel for the pulse of the team, talk about the season, making it to the championship, but also keys to the game. And when you heard Coach Darren Douglas talk about the culture there at Aquinas, some of the things he instilled in his team, some of the processes from the preseason strength and conditioning to just the morale and the mindset of the team and having to fine-tune certain things and just a no-nonsense approach, really spoke volumes about why Aquinas was in the position they were in to compete for a championship, but also why they were able and more than equipped to be able to win that championship. Almost worth being able to go in and look at the archives. Talked a lot about not only preparing his players for that point in the season, but an approach to basketball that those guys can really be able to take into life, even beyond high school and travel basketball. A pretty good listen, to say the least. Somebody zigged when they should have zagged. The team wall turnover, as it looked like Reed was trying to go to Rob Wright, but could not get it to him. They turn it over, 25-23. Southern Kings with the two-point advantage. Wright, that alley-oop pass just a little behind him. You can see the play develop. No execution on the alley-oop. We got a foul on the floor. Now going to go against Robert Johnson. Reed, fall away. Jay, front rims it. Pass ahead to King. King takes it right at Jaden Seymour. Seymour swats that one against the floor. Keith King took it right at the body of the big man. Attacked him at the chest to try to limit that reach. Thing is, Jaden Seymour has plenty of it left. Jarius Burnett gets the 2 to make it a 4-point game now. Sean Sims comes up with the block, tries to make the argument, sell the official on the fact that he blocked it off of Robert Johnson. Official not going with it, so it'll be Southern Kings ball there along the baseline. Markel Ware off the mark on the shot. They get another opportunity with the Southern Kings. Here's Dykes King. He'll go to the line. King good on the first free throw. And makes the second. Wright just able to get enough fingertip on that one. Change his pattern, knock it out of play. He was essentially the last line of defense there between that ball landing in Jaden Seymour's hands and them getting a deuce. Remayu takes that helmet and lunch pail out to the three-point line, nails a triple to make it a three-point game. Chambers working against Reed, fall away along the baseline. Reed gets called for the foul. Markel Ware sneaking in behind the defense. Both teams got to keep their heads on the swivel when it comes to some of these baseline out of bounds exchanges. Reed. Nice recognition there. Knew he had Jarius Burnett right behind him. Didn't want to waste time bringing both hands on the ball there on the gather. Extended it right in front of him. Nice little layup to make it 28-31. Inside to Ware. Ware to Burnett. He misses. Burnett, his tip-in won't go. Seymour gets the rebound, now finds Remayu. Sims can't get that one to go. Here's Chambers the other way, layup. Lead out to 5 for the Southern Kings. Offensive foul going to go against Chambers. Defender did not have his feet set at all. Now, hey, I show all due respect to the officials. I understand that coaches aren't perfect, players aren't perfect, neither will the officials be. They also can't slow down every instant replay and look at it. But that one right there, the feet were not set at all there by that defender. Burnett hesitates for a second, stalls as if to sort of sell a pass over to Taylor. Then uses that deception to be able to get to the rack. Jaden Seymour takes it right at Markel Ware, as that was a very awkward collision there amongst teammates as Reed came down awkwardly there on Rob Wright. And it appears that all players are okay. As you see right there, Reed gets to finish and comes down very awkwardly there. And it is a very good sign to see Josh Reed just fine and being able to shake it off. Glad to see the youngsters. You want to see everybody be safe. And when you're young like that, you can have that type of play happen with Reed and you hop right up. Ladies and gentlemen, if that happened to me right now, I'd be out for a solid year. And we're talking pickup ball at LA Fitness. Twisted my ankle 2 years ago. It sat me down for about 4 months. Good to see the youth and exuberance there on the floor. Reed and his team trying to close this 5-point gap held here by the Southern Kings. Zai Wright knocking it down from three-point land. Kings thought they had a steal. Instead, a foul is called. I think Coach Joe Maynard and his staff pleased with that last call. The players seem to feed off of it. They like where the defense is at, despite that call not being what they want to see. Sean Sims, jumper just inside the elbow. 8-point lead for the Southern Kings. They can advance it to double digits. Holding for the last shot of the first half. Zai Wright, he just knocked down a triple. They give him a good look at another one. Can't get the CSRA roll. That'll do it for the first half. It's an 8-point advantage for the Southern Kings. We'll be back with more Icebreaker Invitational here on SUV TV.
The 360, he throws it down. He'll come off the double screen to the left. Oh, and wide open underneath. Sexton goes step back, fade away three. Oh, my goodness. Colin Sexton.
In the lane by Tracy. Here's Williamson, makes his way around one tight. Now hustling in toward the lane and throws it down. That's what the crowd had been waiting on. A fantastic dunk coming in by Williamson.
Trent, off balance jumper.
Nailed it. Pierre to Gary Trent Jr.
And oh my goodness, that's how you end the game, folks.
Welcome back to the 2018 Icebreaker Invitational. We get ready to start the second half. It is an 8-point advantage for the Southern Kings. Jarius Burnett hands it off, and now Southern Kings trying to get it done. That is a good layup attempt. This shot on goal there for King, but cannot get it to go. Team Wall with it now. Sims, a nice pass. Right. Couldn't tell if he lost the handle there or if that shot was partially deflected. But they'll go the other way. Burnett, a power dribble and a layup to push the lead to 10 points. Reed brought it down where the guards, or Wright brought it down where the guards could get to it, and they take it and run the other way. Shot missed, Jarius Burnett. An insurance policy on the offensive glass. Lead now 12 points for Southern Kings. Three-pointer off the mark, rebound, snatched down by Robert Johnson. Johnson got the defensive board on the other end. Chris Williams working hard on the glass. Now they go to the deck to get it, and we have a jump ball. Mentioned Zy Wright, Chris Williams. Also a member of the Aquinas Fighting Irish. Sean Sims will bring it up for Team Wall. And guarded by Johnson. There's Seymour. Pass inside to Reed. Reed out to Forte, who's been quiet, relatively speaking, here so far in this game. Seymour. Nice defense there by Zy Wright. Fisher calls the jump ball. It was stuck there momentarily. I'm perfectly fine with just letting that one roll. Good defense. Could have had a Southern Kings break there. Instead, jump ball's called. Kings get the possession anyway. 12-point contest. We're under the 14-minute mark here in the second half. Dykes King curling around on the catch, too strong on the layup attempt. Williams hits the deck to get it, but it's Forte that looks the defense off and makes the nice pass on the inside there to number 4. That's Tremont Shaw. Expect to see a lot more Tremont Shaw than we've seen up to this point in the game, just with his length, ability to block and change shots out there for Team Wall. Dykes King guarded by Forte. Kick to the corner. Here's Wright. Wright nails down another three-pointer. First one of the second half. Knocked down a couple there in the first. Sims gets the step and then protects the ball like a running back. Hitting the line there on en route to that 2. Still an 11-point game. If your team Wall can't trade buckets, plenty of game left, but can't trade buckets. Got to get a few stops. They got one there. Here's Shaw. Crosses the timeline now, will get it in the hands of Sims. Sims leaves Burnett. Thought about passing it. Zy Wright knocks it away. Right to Taylor. And one. Robert Johnson with the and one. So the defense on one end is Zy Wright. He knocked it right to Johnson, not Taylor. Johnson coming the other way. Does a good job of using that right arm to sort of shield off Shaw, but also finish. Left hand, left side. So Robert Johnson will get a breather after that three-point play the hard way. That puts the Southern Kings up by 14 points. Catch and shoot triple. Count it. Money in the bank for Sean Sims. Makes it an 11-point game now. Chambers behind the back pass. The dime was dropped. Shot off the mark there for Kobe Stewart. Sims trying to get back-to-back threes. That one way off the mark. Sims thought about getting it ahead. The King was a little tardy on that. Thought better of it. Burnett, they leave him wide open, so he'll dial up a triple. No good. Tipped, no good from Stewart. Sticks with it. It's work inside by Stewart. As the Cross Creek High School attendee makes it a 13-point game. Seymour. Shooting two, foul going to go against Kobe. Jaden Seymour good on that first free throw. Seymour out of Northside Christian. Face off some of the Northside Christian players we've seen compete here today. Should make for some very nice contributions to that program. They're going into next high school season. So the lead now 11 for the Southern Kings. Chambers can't get it to go. Markel Ware, the rebound. His layup attempt won't go. Tipped around. Jaden Seymour will secure it after he tips it over to himself. Scooping it up, picking up the pieces and getting 2 points as a result. That's the young Josh Reed out of Havelock. So the Kings have done a pretty good job of minimizing turnovers here to keep this lead. That last play not indicative of that. Reed with back-to-back buckets, and now we've got a 7-point game. King knifing through, he misses. Stewart, he can't get the tip in. Think he might have had a little bit of help from Seymour there on that last one. A tip in nonetheless, 43-52, a 9-point lead for the Southern Kings. Griffin gets it to Forte, who had it poked away by Dykes King. King tightening up the screws on the defensive end. Here's Reed. He can't get the triple to go. Kobe Stewart with the board. King will bring it the other way. King kicks it into another gear and is able to finish that one against Chase Forte. Forte tries to answer back. Kicks to Seymour. Seymour takes it right at Markel Ware, runs into a wall. Ware with the rebound. Nice defense on the inside by Markel Ware. Mentioned Kobe Stewart was from Cross Creek. So is Ware. As Stewart floats that one up and in, and it looks like that's going to prompt a timeout. A full timeout. We'll be back with more here from the Icebreaker Invitational. Cross Creek representing here, a little stop and pop, courtesy of Kobe Stewart. We'll be back here at the Icebreaker. Three from the corner. Chase Forte. Forte gonna have to turn it up a little bit over the next few minutes if Team Wall is gonna be able to come back and get this one. Stewart tries to get a triple. As the lefty jumper pushes the lead back to 13. Pass up top to Shaw. The assist from Forte. We talked about Forte stepping it up. He gets a 3 out of the timeout. There he gets the assist. 11-point game. Seymour with the cookies and the flush. Jaden Seymour as he gets a little bit of support from Zay McClain, L. Ellis, and some of the other Team Wall 17U members that have stuck around to support their 16U squad. Chambers trying to commit the foul, but it's too late. Jaden Seymour has been cleared for takeoff. Can't get the back end free throw. Good hustle there by Reed. Unable to stay in bounds. Chambers tried to get that one to Ware. It was broken up by Seymour. So you've seen a couple players that have been playing hard all game become a little bit more productive here over the past minute or so, and Chase Forte as well as Jaden Seymour. Forte's going to get a breather. Sean Sims checking back in. Pass knocked away initially. Reed can't get it. Griffin. Robert Ory style three-pointer right there. Ball was knocked away sort of right into his lap. Couldn't get that shot to go. No, that's not Dike's King. Instead, that's Sean Sims knocking that shot away. That was Quentin Friendly with the steal and the shot attempt as Markel Ware knocks another one away. I'll tell you what, man. You go inside, guys are coming to get that shot on both ends. From guards to the bigs, guys are coming to get it. Markel Ware was not going. No soup on the inside per Markel Ware. First free throw is good to go though for Griffin. Give me that. Jaden Seymour smacks that one against the window. Sean Sims coming the other way. Takes that up the back of Markel Ware. No shot made. Seymour says, give me another one. I don't think you heard me last time. Give me that. Comes the other way. Kicks it to Sims in the corner. A three-ball cash. $56-59. Zay McClain and Team Wall hit him with a Harlem Shake there along the baseline after that last one. Christian Chambers says not so fast. That's the Harlem Shake I grew up with. I know we had the Harlem Shake craze a couple years ago with the props and everybody in the one angle and all of that stuff. The Harlem Shake I grew up with was, G-Dub, special delivery, those cats. Splash from the outside, Traymon Shaw from Westover. To get a Harlem Shake, he made the net shake on that last one. But coming right back, Quentin Friendly answers. We got a 4-point game. As this developed into a good one. Seymour in a little bit of trouble in that corner, has it knocked away. I've seen Tremont Shaw take 2 jumpers for Team Wall. I saw him take a mid-range just beyond the free throw line in the semis, and I saw him take that last 3 that you just saw via the replay. Rattle one in and splash the other. A player with those dimensions, if he can continue to develop that stroke, man, he's gonna be a handful. He already is. SWAT team, Burnett. Call for the foul. We're gonna have a trip to the free throw line for Makai Towns. Four-point game as we're under the 6-minute mark. Tykees King trying to use that screen set there by Burnett. Now he'll get it over to Zy Wright. Wright takes it right at Sims. Off the mark. Romeo with the ball. Sims, Tykees King was all over that pass. Cat-like reflexes as he jumps in the passing lane, gets the steal, and now we'll head to the line. Great defense there by King. What was nice about it, he used the quickness, but he sort of set that one up. As you see him just kind of waiting. And he knew he had gotten Sims to commit it. You can't telegraph that pass. A defender like a Tykees King is waiting for you to. He's at the charity stripe now. And then another thing, it's a small element, but when you're making a pass towards the left side, you want to be able to use your left hand, right? You want to be able to use your right hand. It can make a difference in terms of delivering that pass. Sims has sort of telegraphed that one, so left or right, I think that one was going to be a Tykees King steal regardless. But just a small thing that can make a difference when you talk about elite defenders and some of the talent you face on the travel ball circuit and just at various levels. Isaiah Griffin with the nice move and the layup. We're under 5 minutes left to play. We got a 4-point game. Zy Wright out of the corner. Griffin got a hand up. Shot off the mark. It's tipped around. Rebound in traffic there by Makai Towns. Sims leaves the defender, avoids the charge, but can't get the shot to go. So King didn't get the charge there, but Sims had to work in order to be able to avoid it. Might have been just enough to help him miss that shot. Approaching 4 minutes. King turning around after using that screen set by Williams. Can't get the layup to go, but sticks back with the play. Griffin tries to do the same thing to him, but he protects the ball. King just working some clock off. Not the least bit worried about a 5 count. Feels like he can create enough space with no problem. In attack mode there was Johnson. He doesn't get the shot, but Southern Kings holds on to it. King takes it inside, has that blocked away by Shaw. So you look at this last stretch, and Southern Kings have easily held on to the ball for the past 35 to 45 seconds. And by holding on to the ball, I mean just keeping it on this side of the floor. They've probed the defense. King has taken some time off the clock. They've attacked inside. They've still been able to keep the ball on this side while precious seconds go off the clock. A 4-point lead, not an insurmountable one by any means, but Southern Kings trying their best not to relinquish it. And a blocking foul going to go against Chase Forte. Seymour tried to poke it away. Williams in the corner. Southern Kings playing keep away right now. Pass inside. Williams makes the extra one to right. Your coach, Joe Maynard, that sequence worked to perfection. You ran close to a minute off the clock. You got a layup. As Griffin ties that one up on the jump ball. Possession arrow is going to keep it with Team Wall. So a 6-point game, still a deficit that Team Wall can close, but time not on their side. From a matchup within the matchup standpoint, Dykes King and Chase Forte. So I believe there's some discussion in regards to the score because the official has told both teams to go to their bench, and he is sitting there with the score sheet right now going through it. So a timeout on the floor, we'll take a timeout with them. We've resumed play at 60-67. Off to the races. Johnson, layup. So a 9-point game. Team Wall still has a fighting chance, but with the way Southern Kings has been locked in, and also with Dykes King and his ability to be able to run some clock off, avoid the 5-second violation and just really just be a one-man victory formation of sorts. It'll be interesting to see the next few minutes because a 9-point deficit is tough to erase. Usually when it gets this late in the game, you got to have a little bit of help from the other team. We'll see if Southern Kings gives them the help they need, and I guess I must have spoken it up because as soon as I say that, they turn it over. Forte kicks it out. Seymour, a wide open three. In and out. Rebound by Griffin. Power dribble, got a bucket to get. Scoots Johnson out of the way and flips that one up off the glass. It's a 7-point game now. Zai Wright, too strong. 7-point game. Here's Griffin. Coast to coast, can't get the shot to go. Seymour tries to finish with a tip dunk. He misses initially, but he lays it up and in. So talked about it. Team Wall would have to make a run, but they would need a little bit of help. They got that by a Southern Kings turnover, then a quick shot by Wright. He was off the mark. Now let's see what happens here. A risky pass nearly stolen by Seymour. And that was just a prime example of the toll that it takes and why, from a conditioning standpoint, the Icebreaker really helps you get ready for that live period and just the number of games you'll play. That pass right there, 2 hours ago, 2 games ago, that's a steal and a dunk by Seymour. Can't come up with it there. A 5-point game. Right around 48 seconds left to play in this one. You can check out all of the replays from this past weekend as far as the games that we did here on SUV TV. We started off yesterday at 11:45 a.m. We had the Carolina Raptors versus Team Forest. That was a 17U game, followed by 2019 Rebels and the 17U Georgia Stars, your eventual champion there in the 17U bracket. At 2:15 p.m., Carolina Wolves and Team Power 17 and under faced off, followed by Team Charlotte and Game Elite. And we wrapped it up with Southern Kings and Carolina Wolves 16U and Team Tough versus AOT EYBL on last night. So those are some of the teams you can catch on demand from yesterday's action. Tough spot in the corner. Looks like Southern Kings gets another timeout. This time we're going to take a timeout with them. When we get back, we'll bring you the final 40 seconds or so here from the Icebreaker. Five-point game as we resume play. Southern Kings leading, but the long arms of Tremont Shaw got a hand on that one. Southern Kings had it momentarily, but it looks like they lose it. Jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Team Wall. As you saw, Jaden Seymour had it there trying to tight rope along that sideline. You see him lose it. As everybody realized how crucial the possession of that ball is. Jump ball is going to keep it with Team Wall. Now it looks like there's a discussion as far as who actually has the possession arrow. And it is actually Southern Kings that will get the ball. So Southern Kings with the ball. Dykes King. Here's Chambers. Team Wall trying to foul. That would be their 8th team foul, so still 2 fouls away from a bonus scenario. That'll be the 10th team foul, so Southern Kings just spreading it out. Christian Chambers out of Evans High School will head to the free throw line. Seven-point game. Griffin with the lay. Team Wall gets a timeout. It is a 5-point game. Back out of the timeout. They get it in his eye right. He's fouled promptly. So Team Wall still fighting, still trying to see if they can manufacture something here. You never know. You put the onus on the other team to be able to knock down their free throws, and you see what possibilities are there if they don't. Zai Wright, though, pretty cool customer at the line. Splits the pair. Forte. Three out of the corner, long rebound. They'll pass it ahead to Dykes King. King and Chambers. I don't think that jam will count. But this championship victory for the Southern Kings will. They are your 16 and under bracket champions here on SUV-TV. Thanks for joining us for the 2018 Icebreaker Invitational. And we'll catch you around. Follow us on Twitter at SUV-TV and feel free to subscribe on YouTube. Signing off.